Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Texas Brew and Barbecue. My name is Ty Sherrill and I am your official backyard ambassador for recteq. I posted a hot and fast brisket on social media and it went through the roof. I had a lot of negative messages and I had a lot of positive messages. So I figured I would do a video because a lot of people are asking me, how the hell did you do it? Well, I'm about to show you exactly what I did. And I'm gonna show you some things that I should have done the first time that I'm gonna do this time. So this is a 12-pound full packer. I didn't want to spend $90 on 15 pounds, so I got a 12-pound for 55 bucks. Full packer brisket. I'm going to trim it up a little bit. The first one I trimmed the hell out of it. I took all the fat off of it, which that was a mistake on my part. So this time I'm going to leave a lot more fat on it. We are going to inject it. I was taught to inject the brisket, especially when you're doing hot and fast. Low and slow, I usually don't. Actually, I never do on low and slow. And we are gonna cook this thing in approximately 4 to 4.5 hours. It'll be cooked, 205 dead center in the flat. The things that you give up doing a hot and fast brisket is your smoke ring will not be as deep and your bark is probably not gonna be as set, you know, like some of those meteors that we see all over social media. That being said, you get a brisket in 4 hours. Not a big deal to me. The taste is there, the flavor is there, everything is there. So let's get started. So we're gonna cut this guy open here. One thing about doing this, and when you do an injection, it's gonna get a little messy because there's gonna be juices flying everywhere. So we're gonna get this guy out of here. And you know, like I said, we're gonna do a little bit of trimming. It's gonna be off the side here. You wanna leave a 1/4 inch. We got it trimmed up enough to do this. Like I said, I'm not trying to make this pretty. If you were doing this for competition, you'd probably trim it up a whole lot more than this and shape it up real pretty. But I just want to show you exactly what we did for that hot and fast. So we have our injection. This is a Cosmos Q injection. It's their original beef injection. Check them out. I used it before. It put a lot of moisture inside the brisket and it imparted a lot of flavor. So we're going to take our Cosmos Q beef injection and we are going to go right into the brisket. Right in the flat. I like to go every couple of inches. Like I said, the reason I'm injecting this is just because we're going at a much higher temp for a shorter amount of time and I want to retain all the moisture I can inside that flat. And an injection is the best way of doing that. To be honest, I have not tried this without injecting it. I guess I could. All right. So there we go. Got that guy injected. Like I said, I'm not really worried about making this thing look pretty and trimming it all up. You can take as much time as you want on that. I'm gonna leave more fat on this one to just help protect the meat during this fast cook. And then what we are gonna do is we are gonna do 2 different rubs. I'm going first with the recteq competition rub, and I say it in every video, guys, recteq.com, and get that rub bundle. I believe you get like 8 rubs and 2 sauces, and each one of those rubs are amazing. So pardon the wind, but we are going to put 1 layer on. Make sure you get all the edges. It's wind. Every time I come to cook, it's windy. Then I'm gonna go over it with some of that Chupacabra brisket magic. When I was at recteq Academy, they had this. I never used it before until I went there, and this stuff is really, really good. You can get this stuff at your local grocery store. I get it at Kroger. And we are going to do the same thing with this. We're going to go over the top of it. Got a rub on it. Our brisket's injected. Our recteq RT700 is set at 325 degrees. Yes, that's right, 325 for a full packer brisket. And we are gonna put it on. I'm gonna put the point towards the center of the smoker. Fire pot's in the middle. I want the point facing towards that, the flat towards the stack, because the hottest part is gonna be right underneath that fire pot. And we have a lot of fat here on the point that can protect the rest of it. So during the cook, I might spritz it once an hour with just some water, just to keep the moisture in there. And we'll be back in 4 hours. I got myself with some injection. Oh, okay. All right, let's get this on the recteq, and I'll see you guys in about 4.5 hours. We'll see how we're doing. All right. Just like doing a regular brisket, when that reaches the 165 and we get in that stall area, I'm gonna wrap it in foil. And there's a plane. Say right, wave at the plane. Hi, plane. I'm gonna wrap it at 165 and I'm gonna wrap it in foil. Foil, again, is gonna help steam that meat and keep moisture inside. I usually wrap in butcher paper whenever I do a low and slow. Sometimes I use foil, but on this cook, I use foil and it works. The bark, it's not the bark that you get with the butcher paper, but it does help retain that moisture inside that brisket. All right, guys, we took the brisket off and we rested it. It's been resting for about an hour in our Cambro Go Box. If you guys don't have a Go Box, get a Go Box. These things are worth every penny. And I can keep my cooler free to keep my beer in, and I don't have to, you know, anyway. Cambro, we had the brisket on 325 hot and fast. I pulled it off right at the 4.5 hour mark. We let it rest for an hour, so we got about 5.5 hours in this cook. Hopefully, I won't be a liar. Here we go. Looks juicy to me. The jiggle's there, hot and fast. All right, let's see where we're at. I'm not even squeezing at all. Usually you see people squeezing their briskets. I'm not even pushing down. Look how juicy that is for a hot and fast brisket. Slice a few here. I don't know about you, but that brisket looks damn good to me. That is hot and fast. Got a little bit of pull. Oh my goodness. Oh no. I could be wrong though. Who knows? What do I know? It's a thick cut. I'm okay with that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a hot and fast brisket. Next time, I think I'm gonna try it in the butcher paper and see if I can preserve some of that bark. 5.5 hours on a brisket, that's not bad. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.